good, like perfect.
Nice.
Oh yes.
It hooks it pretty good, right?
Yeah. It does, yes sir. Oh man, the red right here is a nice touch. That's one of my favorite things. I don't know if they're all like that when you open the door.
Ring? Oh, I was like, I hear music, I think,
yeah.
but it's not me.
Porn video's still playing. I'm just kidding.
Corn?
No.
Oh, porn.
Yeah, no, imagine. Dude, I've seen a friend, like, it's happening. It's like, oh, he's all nonchalant about it. I'm like, dude, just fucking watching porn on the way to work. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, it does scream at you if you don't have your seatbelt.
No, of course you got safety.
Roxanne loves that feature.
Does she? Or like sarcastically?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, but, you know, it's the law thingy, I guess.
It's like, alright. And then it gets louder. It's really obnoxious. Like, Toyota doesn't, they're not messing around with this car.
I like that you saged it, or that Palo Santo in here.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, good vibes.
Hell yeah. Always keep it clear, you know? So I've been just like granny shifting, just kind of let the clutch do its thing, but I'm also
Like, what do you mean, double clutching? Like, clutch in, clutch out? It's zero, it's in neutral?
instead of like banging and letting off real quick, I'm just like shift slow, release slow, and then rev it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I think if it was like my car, like, I feel like the first couple, until the first oil change, I'd be a little easy on it.
I know there's like, I know it's stock, but there's got to be a slight break-in, you know, period.
Yeah.
Just kind of letting it embed into the surface of the flywheel, you know, letting the brakes kind of groove in.
Yeah, that's true. That ceramic that like kind of meshes together real nice. And gets everything synced in really good.
Yeah. So it's
Feels good. A little turn feels good, even
right?
better as it does already. Because you can feel like it's a different sensation of grip, you know?
yeah.
And the RSX, there's moments where like it's a little older, right? So like the chassis like bending a little bit.
Maybe a little. And you got like more suspension trouble.
Yeah. You know.
So there's more forgiveness in your car.
But the tires honestly felt good. Like going up here, my tires feel good. Like it's like, oh nice. Like
I saw there's a moment you caught up to me on that.
I was cutting to the line though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was fair. That was like
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Found
like,
your way past that crowd.
yeah, there's always like coming up here, there's a lot of hikers, so morning drives are great up here, right? Because like you get a lot of like, just like the Los Angeles crest, right? You get moments to really wander out. And I see guys that like wait a while to a car passes and then flip around so they know that like, alright, there's no traffic going this way for at least a while, you know?
Right. I figured it's like that early morning, you know?
All the hiker people, like they're probably done soon, so.
Yeah. I figured a drive up here at like 6 or 7 would be like
or past like 8 or past 7 at night. You know?
Oh, or at nighttime. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nighttime driving is really special out here too. It's really cool.
I've been out here at night actually.
Yeah. I just did one time, but I never stayed that late. You know?
Really interesting.
It does get really cold. Try to intake temps. Like, engine's probably pretty happy about that. Might even gain a little something to know sometimes like that, huh? Right?
Yeah.
When it's that cold, you're like 40-degree air. You're like, oh, I'm sure this thing's loving it.
Oh, yeah. It's like crisp.
Yeah, I noticed it in my truck in like really early mornings. Like it's like around 30-40 degrees. Like that turbo just like a little extra.
The twist. Those two cars love it.
Yeah, huh? For sure. Yeah, that's true. Dense air. Yeah.
Let's see what happens here. Usually helping people just kind of like turn off at some point.
Yeah. And it's like as an everyday car, as you're cruising, it feels like really like there's no obviously as you expect in a car, no creaks, rattles.
Yeah.
There's the right amount of
Pretty smooth.
Yeah, and I like all these little 2024 things that you're like, of course it would be in a new car, like,
Right.
you know, like you got the SOS crash feature, you got, you know, the nice gauge features as well.
Digital cluster, Sirius XM.
You sit really good in here too. I
Yeah.
like that you sit.
The right height.
And everything is a nice flat level.
Yeah.
Flat.
I mean, reverse camera.
Yeah? Oh, that's nice. That's a nice touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be your first car with the on there, isn't it? Yeah,
It's weird. It has so much like new in it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's okay.
I'm really digging that bezel, like the gauge cluster cover a lot.
Oh yeah.
I really like how it like diffuses the light. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it did. back is tuned. Sounds like it.
I figure sometimes they just do that because like the tubing is so short, you know. That maybe kind of.
So like stock, pretty deadens it pretty good. Like they muffle it, but yeah, as soon as they put a little slip on, you can hear some pops, but once it's tuned, you get like pops like that, like like it's very noticeable.
Off throttle. Like,
Yeah.
Which is like cool because it's like when you know a car has that, like it's on command. Like you want to do a pop right over in this crowd, just like pull, let it off,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's like you can time it just right. I know dudes do it too to each other when you're like passing into the car. It's kind of cool. You're like, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure you might do shit like that in the sea, you know, like shift right in front of them, you know.
Yeah. Downshift.
Yeah.
The thing with like cars, like their crackle and pop tunes they're like hurting the engine because it intentionally runs like lean actually.
Oh really?
Lean, and then the timing is insane, which really hurts the car.
Wow.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to drive like that. People drive it like that anyway. So then on top of it running crappy, they're driving it like that.
And there's like
flames
no
everywhere.
performance gain, like
You're losing performance.
For sure?
Yeah, and you're hurting the car or whatever.
making it inefficient.
Yeah.
And you're, you know, kind of handicapping it.
Exactly. 100%.
Oh, nice. Smooth torque, dude. I dig it.
Yeah,
Smooth.
it's got like, you know, the torque on tap, and then it's just very like kind
What
of
was that, third gear?
linear. Yeah.
That's good, dude. That's torquey. Like, was that from, like, I don't know, I'll have to pay attention again when you step on it.
I just gave it like 10% throttle maybe.
Yeah,
Just
you're
started
like-
to rip.
You were like at 2,000 RPM. Yeah.
Maybe like, so the power band peak is like 3,500 RPM, so it's like around there. And then because it like shrinks it down, because you only really care from 4,000 up. Because the rest is 75.
Oh, so smooth right here on this road.
Yeah, just wait for it.
There's a very pleasurable smoothness to the ride. And it's like right now, it just feels like you're cruising down a street. You know, a little better streets than like some parts of LA too. It's like okay, it's relatively smooth. Coming up here, I was like, I don't know what he thinks about that construction area. I was like, all bumpy. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
I wonder-
it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
It absorbed it pretty good. Like I can feel it, but it wasn't. My 240 would be like choppy, like
Yeah.
skipping and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's too aggressive. Just riding the brakes down the hill.
I know, dude. I know.
Dangerous. Downshift, dude. Like, use your
The L, the W, and then they got
Yeah.
passengers, dude.
yeah.
Oh shit, just like smoking. Turn out 100% bet you they will not.
Probably not.
No, fuck no.
We'll just wait for a safe moment.
Yeah, there was that moment I was like, I had the check engine light kind of coming on and off, and I was like, I don't know if like, imagine I try to pass this car and like the power kind of like,
and it cuts.
you know, and
That's
then you have
like
like
the worst. That'd be like scary, and then you see a car
Yeah.
come around the corner. Oh my gosh.
I don't like get bummed out about that. It's like, oh, okay, bummy timing, but you know, like,
Yeah.
it's always things that fix, but I'm like, it's fine, dude. Like, you can't let it ruin your day, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
I'm looking forward to it. It'll get fixed.
Just you know, if you're already aware, you just kind of like take it easy, I guess.
I did give it an Italian tune-up, and it did really just kind of.
Italian, do you know?
Like sometimes I'm like, if it dies, it dies. You know?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, dude, like that's kind of mean way to like look at the car, you know. But I'm like, this shit. In my head, I'm like, this shouldn't blow this up. Like it has oil in it, it has fuel, like it's chill, you know?
It should be like a cut.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it should just be like something electrical or something. Like
Let's go in a limbo mode, save it.
yeah. So I was like, I don't. In my head, maybe it's flawed. I was like, you know, I step on it. I'm not trying to act like I'm grateful for the car, but I guess it was a little like fuck around and find out, you know?
Yeah. You're just putting it to its true test. You're like, see what's gonna happen.
I would never do that with something like, you know, like this, or I mean, I don't want to act like I said like I'm grateful for it, but I was like, took a kick in the rest, like let's go. You know? I'm not gonna call you, turn around, you know, like let's ride this out here.
Yeah. I mean, thank you for taking that decision.
Yeah.
I don't want your car to blow up, but obviously
I don't think so,
I
but
think
it-
Honda put in its safety.
But if it does, I mean, you know, it's a K swap right there, baby.
Another K.
A better K.
A better K.
For sure, you know. But no, man, I don't plan to like keep that car like too long, you know. Yeah, it's
Was it one of those things like you just want to have it to see what it was like?
a little bit. I wanted to experience the K motor, and I for sure, even though I like the dynamics more than the Miata, I enjoy that motor way more.
Yeah.
It's a more everyday, better motor. It's it's already more displacement. We're at 2 liters, man. And the way that the K motor, even though it's not like a spicy K, like I still like how it makes power. I do like that it has.
It's still torquier.
It's still torquier. Yeah, it's cool. It's not a K24, which I'd be would love to try like the TSX 6-speed or something.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Like I like 2.4.
But to be fair, the BP was it the 16? Is that what the 16 is?
Yeah.
I mean, they're just meant for economy. They have no power.
Yeah.
And then if you have tall gears, it just makes it even more sad. But that wasn't really what it's about. You're just gonna stay flat everywhere. That's what made it fun.
Yeah. And there's also moments with like the RSX where like you catching some momentum, but the dynamic. I enjoyed the dynamics more of the Miata for sure. Like going into corners and stuff like that. Just how you mentioned it, like kind of feeling that back end, like kind of you can do a little bit more. I feel like with like control. I feel like controlling the car different. And front wheel drive was cool. I think also that it does have an open diff too. Like I didn't experience it front wheel drive with the LSD.
That's right. They only came in the Type S. Huh?
And the one that I really miss is that surprisingly my Honda Fit, the sport model, I had an LSD on that one.
Makes a big difference.
And it was enjoyable to drive, dude. It would go up to go onto the on ramps like a sharp turn, like grips.
It pulls you through the turn.
Yeah. It's really cool. So,
I think we're just in this dead space of slow.
fuck, dude. I know, man. Sometimes this happens, but I've grown to be patient.
Yeah. It's a Saturday. It's the middle of the day. That's when everyone's out.
Yeah. Maybe you notice there's not a lot of traffic going up.
Yeah.
So
I was looking at that. They should be open.
Yeah, there'd be a good turnaround. But I mean, do the drive to Banning and come back. You're gonna catch it. There'll be a moment to cut him off. It's a.
I just feel sorry for his brakes, dude. Just riding him.
Dude, no, heating them up.
Yeah, it's pretty. Well, it's cooler up here, but still, it's like
Just wearing them out, dude.
Yeah, unnecessary wear. That's how I think of it.
The F350 you have is good for towing, where it has that thing where if you let off the throttle, does it kind of hold have the engine brake for you or no?
In the Z?
No, in the truck, the F350.
Oh, it brakes a little, not as much as I'd like it to.
Okay, alright.
I think because the gears it only has a 6-speed. I feel like it doesn't have the right short enough gearing to slow it down.
Yeah, it doesn't have an exhaust brake though.
No.
Oh, alright.
It's pretty basic.
Okay, the exhaust brake, it acts like a manual, letting off. My Cummins has that because it has the tow package and the exhaust brake. I leave it on whenever I tow, and dude, I never downshift. I never press the brakes when I'm going down the mountain. It's like just lets off the valve. It sounds like a big rig.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I do press the throttle a little bit, it'll downshift. And I'll be like, oh, nice. It's just meant to tow, really nice.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So there's some automatics that are smart enough to kind of you're going downhill. Stop using your fucking brakes, dude. Using them uphill,
We passed a spot that was a good picture moment. I pulled over when I was driving Rivians. I'd come through here sometimes. And
Yeah.
I'd pull off, take a picture. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, that little kind of area where it falls down. There's a lot of frogs over there too. At a certain time of the year, you can hear them.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's a little moisture creek goes through there too. A lot of these random creeks that kind of go through.
I like it, dude. I like it out here.
Yeah. If I did when I do move from here, it's the one mountain I miss. But there's a lot of great drives. Other mountains are cool. I mean, the Big Bear kind of drive up Crestline, it gets a little saturated, sometimes.
It does.
Yeah, you had enough torque to go over him.
I would have downshifted just to rev it out, but I saw a crest and I was like, oh, I can't see. Because then someone else could be booking it. That would be a bad situation. Here.
There's gonna be a spot, especially as we go closer into Banning, a lot of these straightaways where you're like, oh, for sure.
Yeah. And it's kind of obvious.
You get some knuckleheads that do kind of gumball style runs through here, that all driving Lambos and McLarens, and dude, I've seen some idiot driving shit where you're like, bro.
Yeah. That's I got ran off the road once in the Miata.
Yeah.
I was up Azusa Canyon at nighttime, coming down. straight up going too fast, understeering the turn. I saw him coming right at me on like a turn like this. I just saw his head. Like I see him, there's no trees, and he's coming, and I hear him. He's like, and I'm like, oh shit! And then I saw the trajectory we're on. I'm like, he's gonna hit me. And then sure enough, there's gravel. So then I just dipped to the right. Me and another car, we went off, and he just understeered into our lane, dude.
Like you did not move for sure.
Yeah, if I wouldn't have moved, I would have been like destroyed. Yeah, it would have been nasty.
Super scary, dude.
Yeah.
I've experienced that. I've experienced understeer going here a little too hot.
Yeah.
Going downhill. You know, I kind of fucked up a few times. I'm like, oh shit. Oh.
It happens.
There's a little
dude,
moment where
right?
you're like a little scared, dude.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit, let me.
Butthole puckers up just a little.
You're like, oh man, I gotta. Yeah, it's plenty power, dude.
It's quick enough, you know?
It's quick enough. It's good. It has passing power.
It does. Just gotta wind it up.
I wouldn't do that in the RSX, and I wouldn't do that in the Miata, bro. The RSX, no, because it takes too much time to build it up, right?
You gotta see like a mile ahead. You're like, okay, I think I can do it.
So both feet on the fucking throttle.
Right.
Fucking go, you know. But that was pleasant, dude. And right now it's like pleasant.
It's kind of like, you know, it moves, you know?
Yeah. I'll dig that.
Feel how nimble it is.
They all don't sound like this. This car just sounds like this, right?
Yeah.
Because of the exhaust.
There's a little audio input, I think, here.
It
So-
sounds good to me, dude. I dig it.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, this is full murder right here. It's a fake lake.
Oh, is it?
Man-made, I think, but it's natural. There's a crystal blue unfit sport.
Okay, you gotta feel a little bit. Yeah, dude, that's kind of like the power band. You just kind of stay in it and it'll just go.
Yeah, you're gonna have a blast going through the tight turns down Sage for sure. I'll have to show you the map. We can make sure to have it on the phone so you know exactly where it is because there's like bad signal over there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you really gotta plan it out
For sure. Yeah, I'm getting used to like his behavior. I'm wondering, like, because these brakes are so much bigger, even though it's still like an OEM street pad, I'm wondering how much more it can handle on the track.
Yeah.
'Cause it's, you know, it's got more surface area, it can dissipate more heat, but Toyota stock pads were meant to handle a lot of heat, right? Like harsh, heavy
constant,
braking over and
yeah.
over. So I'm like wondering, will they?
But who knows, dude?
At what point?
I mean,
That's true. I don't know because the car's
being
light.
the Trueno edition too, like you're not sure how many more little bones the engineer threw you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean, right? Like,
Kind of have to
like,
figure
come
it
on.
out.
They'll appreciate that trust, you know?
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm really curious. Like I drove a stock. It was a GT86. It had bolt-ons, it had a tune, you know, mild suspension, wider tires, but you know the Federal. It's nothing crazy. But those stock rates were just enough.
Right, you feel the vibration there.
Oh yeah, I think you were asking about that.
Yeah, it's alive, you know? Hazard is
I already
perfect.
knew. Yeah, it's like right there.
And I love the screen, like it's not in the way. You can turn it off if you don't need it, and like it's kind of aged well with the car.
I agree.
Again, I'm not a fan of the ones that stick up above
Yeah,
sightline.
it's
just
like it's
there.
unnecessary.
It's like
They
it kind
kept
of sucks
this-
that the Miata has that a little bit. It's a snack tooth on me that I'm like, you gotta have to look past.
You're right about that. I did not like that about the Indy. It's like,
It's
Why?
like you kind of have to like learn to live with it.
yeah. And the placement of the e-brake, I didn't like it. They put it on your side, and it's this huge hump of the center console. I'm like, dude, like because I
It should be like this.
I showed my buddy some
Exactly
car
like
control in his Indy.
Okay.
It's around some cones, and I was like gripping the e-brake. I was like, you have to reach over and like do this weird awkward. It's not convenient. Like it's not like right where you need it to be.
Like that.
Yeah, so I had to like reach over, pull it up. And it was just awkward. I didn't like it at all. But this is like, dude, Toyota did like they won it. Like, they hit the nail on the head.
They did, dude. It's just like, and then they, you know, they just still have your regular features for Rogan's in here.
Yeah. You got, you know, basic Toyota.
Yeah, like this feels good. Like it's, you know, even this, it looks like it's a certain brand. You don't have to look at what it
I'm curious what it is, but you know, it's
is. But it is touch though, huh?
touchscreen. It's got Apple CarPlay, basic, so I can run that through. Media, phone, nothing crazy.
Push to start, but the AC kick's good.
Oh yeah, push to start.
You got speakers.
Yeah.
How's the sound in here? How does it?
It's not bad, actually. It's a little ethnic right now, but yeah. See if I can find something that pops a little. So it's not bad. Here. It's good, dude. It's good a little bit.
Small car, it's good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's alright.
It's solid. It's solid.
I
Because like yeah.
I turn on the power version of it. Like, there's like a, what do they call it? I don't know. It's like a button where you like amplify the sound, and they're like, oh, okay, there's the extra bass, extra treble, and you can still adjust it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they're powerful. So whatever that means. But you know, it's got a little bit more. So then after that,
Did I
it
turn
waters
it off,
it.
maybe? I think
Yeah,
I
you
did.
turn it off, and it just waters it down. That's all it does. It's like if you don't want all that sound, some people don't like that much. You can just turn it down.
It's nice that you have the GR on the stand now.
Yeah. The blips are actually pretty clean. Like it revs quick, like quicker than I was expecting for a stock flywheel.
Fuck, dude. All these people rather brake so much.
They
dude.
do. It hurts my soul when I watch them. Like, you don't have to brake that much. At some point down the hill, you probably smell brakes if it's like a warm day, you know.
For sure. Yeah, you have. Yeah. There's the guys with the trucks that don't have like a trailer brake, stuff like that.
I manually shift it down, so it still has that button. You can choose your gear.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
I'll just ride it like that, and it brakes pretty good. It brakes enough. I don't have the extra that you have, but you know, I'm the only one dipping down like the grapevine with the extra trailer, going like 7. I know you're supposed to go that fast. 70, 80 sometimes, and I just have it in tall gear, and I'm just dipping through, holding it though. It like holds the speed because I'm like, no one's in my way, and you know, if I see traffic, I'll slow down. But like people get scared, and I'm like, dude, your trailer, truck, it's fine. Like, keep it in a good gear. You don't have to brake. Like, people brake when they don't have to. Like, you know what I mean?
Like these guys.
Yeah.
Like scared braking. You know.
Mhm.
Like these people will never trust the tire to like no brake and just turn.
Yeah.
You have to brake and turn. You
Like
always.
they're trail braking right now, right?
Yeah. Without them, like they just don't trust the tires, or they think they're literally gonna fall
Right.
off the road.
I mean, when people see this, it's like, oh, cool view, but then they see the drop, they're like, oh, I'm scared, and they'll just like, you know,
True.
ride their
Yeah.
brake. Then you see signs like that.
And most people are never gonna take a turn to be like, oh, this is where the tire starts screeching.
Yeah.
Like they don't.
Like in a RAV4, like, let's see what a RAV4 can do, you know?
You
Just
know,
dip in a turn.
I'm sure that it'll start screeching really fast.
Yeah. I mean, even just like the little bit I showed, I drive Roxanne's car, and then she saw like how I drive it. Like, oh, okay. It's like I've never thought like something like this can actually take a turn. I was like, I mean, it wasn't designed for it, but you know, even the tires you have, it does what it does. It's not terrible.
Yeah, they come in from you and they're like, it's meh for me, but I
Yeah.
guess for your job,
Yeah,
it
for
should
me,
be fine.
it's not exciting, but I at least can find where that threshold is and just keep it there. And then just keep the rhythm, where most people, it's like they just slow down, right? And I'm the only one in the RAV4 that's like keeping up with the other sports cars with their mountain bikes, you know, that are kind of like conservative, you know?
Yeah.
They think they're fast. Like the Mopars, they'll just smash the gas in the straight and they're like going super slow in the turn. And I catch up to them in a family car. It's like, come on, dude. You're like, you don't know how to drive.
Yeah, and it's
You're
like,
not fast.
it's a big ass car.
Huge.
You know,
It's massive.
and I'm sure that none of them feel good, and none of them have like mods to take turns better.
Yeah.
You know, right? I don't think you can throw money at that car. I don't think it's meant to turn. Right?
You have to do some mods. Like, so any car essentially, if you change up the suspension, you can make it handle. Like if you really wanted to put some sway bars on that particular car, and then the right tire some combo, maybe springs. I don't know what it comes with, but it'll be pretty damn good, dude. Even just sway bars alone.
Make a difference.
Sway bars and tires. Like if I did sway bars and tires on Roxanne's car, she has a RAV4, put some decent tires on it. I mean, it'll have a little body roll, like top heavy feel of roll, but it'll dip.
Yeah, it will help.
It'll be surprising. Yeah, it'll surprise a lot of people. But like, who wants to do that to a RAV4?
No, I was just thinking exactly that as you're explaining that. Yeah, no one cares.
There's always the few that has to have a family car that wants economy but wants that performance. There's always that one like guy that's like, you know what? I have to have my baby seats in the back. I have to drive this because it's economic, but I just want to have some fun in the turns.
Yeah, they got the Recaro baby seats too.
Right? Yeah. They're that kind of guy. Look, they'll get some bolts and sticky tires on a RAV4 and then swing bars.
Those grid baby seats.
Right. Right?
But yeah, bolts on. Fucking that'd be the day.
Yeah.
That'd be the day.
There's some of them.
Maybe, yeah, for sure. Like, when they're closer to LA, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
sure.
somebody that's like, I'm gonna make the sacrifice. It's gonna be like this, okay?
You're a little bit more basic. Is that the right volume? It's not that.
It's perfect, and it's still real on the face, right? Yeah.
You can go higher. Like, after this, I'm just like, it's too much, but I still want to hear the volume.
For sure.
Right.
For sure.
If I'm just cruising on the highway,
I think I just thought about that one drive where it's like, it's just a straight line highway and you have to just bump it, you know?
Yep.
Just for that. Loud enough to like drown your thoughts. That's
Exactly.
it. So that's loud enough, all these for me. I'm
Right.
not like a, what do they call them? Audiophile people? People are like obsessed with noise.
you're like a big enthusiast.
Yeah.
So I love sound, but to me it's not about how much bass or how much treble I can blow out my eardrum. It's more about, does it sound balanced? Like, is it clean?
Yeah.
Like right now, that's clean enough for what the purpose of this car is.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
If like the 240, I don't drive it that way, so I don't mind throwing a system in there if I wanted to, like upgrade the audio. It already blew out, so I'm like, at that point, I'm like, I've been itching to get rid of that stupid little Sony deck that I have. I want to do a flat screen, kind of like this. And I've seen some that sit flush. It looks as if it came in that 90s car, even though they didn't have, touch screens. And then just upgrade. Now you can buy like average speaker that have so much treble and bass in a mid-range, where I probably don't even need a sub, to be honest. Like for what I'm looking for,
Yeah,
just quality, right?
A sub is like,
it's the sub is just like if you really just want to feel your body vibrate and you want to hear your neighbors to hear you coming, like type of thing.
it's kind of like a thing that comes from where we come from, where it's like a token of like, it's almost like a 10 mod, but it's like,
Yeah.
you get a little hood respect, like,
Yeah.
what about the sub in
Right,
there? Like,
yeah.
okay.
That's kind of
like,
what it is, right?
you know, like you got, brownie points from like, so you get props for sure.
Yeah. I think
And
that's
at
how
the end, no, you always had a little weapon where like, we can base this thing out, we can kick it pretty hard. You know?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I know, dude. They just choose to be like this. People choose to not let you pass. Like, I don't know, man. When I'm in my trailer, dude, I'm happy to let people pass. Like, go on, guy, be free.
Yeah.
Go. You know?
Right?
Like, I'm like,
I'm not gonna be a dick.
yeah.
Even when I'm going and I'm dipping and there's someone behind me, like, if they're on my ass the entire, like, most of the way, I'll let them pass at some point, because I know if I can't push any harder, I don't want to. I'm just like, I'll flag them by. A lot of times they'll go, and if they don't go, it's because they want to run you. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just go at my pace.
Oh, you want the sauce, huh?
Right.
You want the smoke, huh?
Right. That's usually how that goes, but...
You see the car, you recognize the weapon, huh? Okay.
Yeah, the other day I was with Roxanne, and we were leaving the Universal area. We went to go see a movie there. Bob Marley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yesterday was $420, and the price was $420. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
I mean, hell yeah, I'll take that, you know?
It's a good deal.
Yeah, less than $10 to watch a movie.
Oh yeah. And then the parking is $32, but you get the rebate if you go to the AMC. So it was only $5 instead of $32. Which I'm like, all right.
Holy shit, though.
Yeah, what a huge difference.
Oh
Right?
my god, yeah. That's
Finally, dude. And then now we have to wait for the other.
which is like even worse.
I know.
Banding right there.
Nice. Probably turn around soon anyway, but
I mean, yeah,
at least on the way up, like.
there'll be a spot. Maybe
Awesome.
like as long as you see like there's a moment. Like see, there's like not a lot of cars that go up.
Yeah.
But it's that time that people are leaving the mountain from their hikes.
Right.
For their early morning 5 a.m. hike.
And that makes sense.
It's nice, dude. Like,
Smooth, huh?
you're like, man, it's just people are feel like they're in the way. I just feel like a main character with this car. Everyone's just like in the way. Can you not? Right? Like you really feel like that? Like
Yeah.
wow.
It's kind of
What's
that's
the main
pretty
character?
spot on.
It's pretty spot on, especially because you're like on the initial D car. You're like, I got some motherfucking tofu to deliver, dog. Like, come on, like.
Right. You're like, you can see we're trying to drive through here. Damn. There you go. So at this moment, I felt the tire speaking to me. I was like, okay, I won't push it any more than it needs to, but you see how nimble it is? Like, you just give it a little, like, twist. And I coast through the turn, just kind of feeling it.
Warming up all those fluids.
Right.
Oh, she floats, dude.
Yeah. There's like no chassis flags on this thing.
Dude, I'm like, yes, exactly.
That's kind of like a big difference from the previous gen. You felt little. Still a solid chassis, but this is like, it's like going from the Miata to a Fit. Like that's kind of how it felt like, as far as rigidity. I'm sure you understand that.
Yeah, there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
I almost have been in half all the time.
Yeah. It's flexible. There's chassis are really meant to be like rigid. Oh man. Buses on the way up. It's all good. We can always park and chill.
Sometimes those guys, they drive with enthusiasm, you know?
Yeah, some of them do.
Some of them do.